my lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depends on where you're watching from. If today is your first time they see my face, thank you so much. You looked at this face and you said, hey, what is she up to, this beautiful woman? You clicked on it. Thank you so much. If you are a return subscriber, you are the Coco. I love you guys. I know we are not much, but don't worry, we are growing little one step at a time. We will get there. So don't give up on me, because I'm not going to give up on myself. My lovely people, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to my channel, press notification bell, so when I upload the video, you would just hear that bell, like when we are in the school in Africa, they ring the bell, bang, bang, bang. That means it's time for assembly. You will know that I'm there. Thank you so much. I love you guys. So, my friends asked me, Jane, do you know that in YouTube, that people don't like the truth? Why did you pick up this topic of church and politician to talk about in your channel? Maybe that's why your channel is not growing. Some people don't like to hear the truth. Oh, I said, my dear people, I know, I noticed. The people used to say that people don't like the truth, and I said, but now I believe it. People don't want to hear the truth. It's not because some want to hear, but some don't want to hear. And especially the ones that don't want to hear is the people that we are talking about, which is the young ones. The young ones don't want to talk about the truth and don't want to hear it, and it is a shame. My son bust my bubble the other day. He said, Mom, let's go and see the age grades that are watching your videos. So we went and we checked it. It was the 40, 45 and up. He said, Mom, you see, it's the old people like you that are watching your I said, really? He laughed his head off. I said, oh my God. My baby son told me that. I said, unfortunately, the video is supposed to be for both the old and especially the young to hear, so they can learn. Because the young are the ones with no brain. The old ones that are watching it, they already have this one. Please, the ones that are watching it, please let the young ones see it too. Because this is not their cup of tea. They don't have it, or they have it. They don't want to use it. They say, why are you saying about them? Leave these people alone. So let me tell you something. Why I talk about politicians and churches. Because they are the problem of the world. The politicians and the churches, they are poor of the world. So the politician, especially the churches, the so-called pastors, some of them, not all, my own pastor, are you okay? Come to my church, you will see that my church, my pastor is the Coco of the church. She is just of God and talk about God. So come to my church. If you live in US, you live over here, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. When the church opens, come to my church. You won't hear her talking rubbish. You will hear her telling you the word of God. It's not the people that go to church to talk nonsense. So we go because we know that's a place where the churches, which is us, come and hear the Coco of the church to tell us what the word of God says. So, my people, my father, I am my father, because in my father, two things. You either hate him or you like him. If you hate him, you are one of those that don't like the truth. If you like my father, you are one of those that like the truth. And if you like the truth, God bless you, because you're looking at him right here. So I'm talking about this, what is happening now in Zambia. And what Zambia is going through now, Nigeria has gone through it and still going through it, and nothing, we don't have government in Nigeria. So what is happening in Zambia? The people of Zambia are suffering now so much that a Zambian married a Chinese woman. So during one of the days that they are supposed to go eat in this pandemic time, They went to eat, dress up, put their masks and everything, and went to restaurant to eat. Got to the restaurant man asked the woman to go in and asked the man that is a Zambian to leave because he's a foreigner. Foreigners are not allowed in their church. I mean, in their restaurant. So they don't want foreigners to come to their business and bring a whatever it is that's going on in their business. But they want the wife to go in. So they started saying the husband wasn't understanding what they were saying. So it was the wife that was explaining to him what they were saying and asking them, how can they be in his country and they are calling him foreigner? How is that possible? How do you go to people's house and you call the owner of a house a foreigner? Then that's why I'm here. In my country, a couple of, maybe last year or early last year, I wasn't there that time, in YouTube that time, a lot of bloggers, a lot of channels blogged the heck out of it. Nigerians went to eat in their restaurants and they did not allow Nigerians to come to their restaurants. They treated them like a piece of trash and the Nigerian government did not do anything about it. China people are the problem of the world. You see the Chinese people, but the thing is they pick and choose where they go and do it. Because, you cannot come to this United States that I am and try that rubbish. You cannot. Because, overnight like this, you close your eyes and open it, your business is shut down. It's simple. But you know why all this is happening in Africa? Because that's an amount of money you will owe me, eh? And I know that you won't be able to pay for that. You will become slave to me. That's what's going on. Nigerians, African countries, they have borrowed so much money to these Chinese people. And Chinese know that. And they make the leaders cannot even come and say anything. Then on top of them calling the man in because the one that happened in Nigeria, nothing happened. It was just a wash. They can't even come out and say anything. Talk about they can't. Then somebody that had a gut, that know what they are doing, and working in one company, in a factory. So the people that work in the factory, they have both the Zambians and they have the Chinese people. So the Zambians, when they finish working, they don't want them to go home. They want the Zambians to live in a factory and not go home to meet their families. But they want the Chinese people to go home and then come from home to work. Why? What is their reason? They say they don't want the Zambians to go home and bring the virus to their factory. But they don't want the Chinese to go and come back. It's not only that. They make these people stay in filth, in a nasty, filthy place. No running water. No bathroom in the place. So the people took it upon themselves and used their phone. You see, these phones that we have now, it can do a lot of stuff. And people don't know that. They used their phone and took a picture of it and videotaped it and sent it out to people. Please, help us out. This is what is going on here. So the Zambian people are putting their foot down and said, no way will a Chinese person go to, I don't care how much Zambians are owing them, that they will go to our country and call Zambians a foreigner. Call them foreigners. Why they are the ones that are foreigners. Then one of the politicians or something went over to the factory, looked at it, and he condemned it the first time. But after the pressure from the government, my Lord, I don't know what kind of thing is this. After the pressure from them, or maybe they paid him money or whatever, because Zambians were clapping for him for speaking for them. He turned around and apologized. Hi, Jesus. He apologized to the Chinese people for what Zambians are complaining about the treatment that they are getting. He apologized because of the pressure he was getting from the government. The Zambians are even requesting for those businesses to be shut down. How do you go to people's country and you call them according to you foreigners? So this is telling our African leaders that Chinese people are calling you guys piece of garbage that cannot do anything for yourself, that cannot even put electricity, that cannot do roads, that cannot do jobs. That they say they are not going to come from China to build road and to make business, to hire your people and then expect them to go. They are rubbing it on your face. And you are still borrowing. Nigeria is even worse. At least the Zambians, they are making some little move, even though they are just as mumu as Nigerians. But Nigerian leader will never come out and say that, yes, what you did to Nigerians are bad. And Nigerian leaders and Nigerian youth that we are talking to, that we are trying to educate, that we that have seen light are trying to show them that there's light somewhere there that they have not seen, because the leaders, the so-called politicians, are sitting on them, so they don't see the light and they don't want to hear it. Every time they will go and borrow 200 naira and they put it in the data, they go to social media and talk rubbish. Something that makes sense, they will not make sense. You see, America, where I am, is a very great country. Yes, I am not telling you that they don't have corruption here. They have it. Now, big, yes. But not all of them. There's no way all the people that are leading will be corrupt. They won't have light. They won't have electricity. If all of them are like African countries. That's why you guys, the African countries, get treated so bad when the foreigners will come to your country and treat your people so bad, and your leaders cannot come out and defend you. That is so wrong. So my people, the leaders of Africa, I don't know how many people will get this video. What I'm saying might not make sense to them, but they are the problem of Africa. The leaders are the problem. And until one of them will say, I will resign, that man that went and came back to say something else after being pressured, if he had resigned, it would have been better for him than coming out and start talking rubbish, start talking nonsense. When you come out and say this is 5 first, that yes, I saw it, it's 5, and then you came back again and say no, I believe the people that said it was 2 instead of 5. You should be ashamed of yourself. So my people, so please, our young people, let us wake up and know the type of people we are putting in our chichi. Let us know the type of people that are leading us, because they are the problem. They are the problem. But now it's time for you to say, okay, enough is enough. Let us get up and do something, or we will continue to be like this. At least we have the opportunity to go out. If we didn't have the opportunity to go out, we will know that what we are getting from where we come from is rubbish. Because when you didn't go out, you wouldn't know, you wouldn't have another one to compare with. We have something now to compare with. And what we are comparing, there's no comparison. So, African leaders, please stop treating our people like they are a piece of garbage. Like China is telling us like we are a piece of garbage. Even in Nigeria, they have a place that they built for Chinese. They have a place they built for even Americans. American schools, American wherever. Their place is like, you cannot believe it. Nigerians cannot afford to live there. Because they prefer good faith. They prefer to worship foreigners than to treat their people good. That's why they get all kinds of stuff. Anything that is not good, they ship it to Africans because their leaders cannot say anything, because they have borrowed so much money and they have become slave to the people. That's the way it goes. So my people, wake up and let us do something to help our people and to help our continent. And as you all do that, may God richly, richly bless you. When you finish watching this video, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if it didn't rub you right. If you think I made sense, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and God will bless you. I love you. Mwah.